So guys, before we get into the combo video, we just obviously got our winner that we need to do. So obviously we've got keyword filter here. We're going to put puppet because obviously that was what you needed to comment. We're going to hit continue. And obviously now we're going to have 47 comments that have come in. That's amazing. We're going to pick the winner, and the winner is yugioh 9409. Obviously get in touch with me over Instagram. You are the winner of the signed gimmick puppet by Ellam, the Nats champ. So yeah, get in touch with me on Instagram. If you don't within the next couple of weeks, then I'll pick someone else at random. Let's get into the video. Yeah, what's going on, guys? Well, fingers crossed. This is take 2. Obviously Rob has graciously said that he would come on and do a little combo video for you guys and for me mostly. And here he is after a hard day's work, looking fantastic. So yeah, let's just get straight into it.
Yeah, so just going for a couple of test hands.
Yeah.
So I'll talk a little bit about my thought process, when I get a hand, what I'm doing and whatnot. Okay, so we've got kit, droplet.
You can do it normal if you want, because I'll just flip it when I do the thing. Yeah, so you can do it so you can see it and then I'll flip it.
Yeah, okay. So
normal if you want, because I'll just flip it when I do the thing. Yeah, so you can do it so you can see it and then I'll flip it.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, it's not the best hand. It's a normal summon. But
not as good as the hand you just drew a minute ago.
Yeah. Shall I do these hands or?
Yes.
Still do the hands. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, what we'll do here is just normally Luba, use the effect, and there's nothing too cool because when we're using the Luba here, if we have like a dragon or something, we can go for a high spirits line. It helps us play for a bit more, but this hand we can't really afford to do that. It is just grabbing the Brown Infusion here, nothing too sexy. Yep, and then we drop the Brown Infusion. Let's see, if they have the Ash, they have the Ash, but unfortunately we can't do too much with this hand to play around that. So we'd send the Lubellion and obviously the Albaz, because we have a Dark that we can banish quite happily off our Albion, which gets us more advantage here. So, and then we'd use the effect of the Albion, so banishing the Albaz from grave and Luba here. And then you go the effect of Lubellion to fuse back, so we can ditch the Retribution just for follow up, because the rest of our hand does do stuff. So put back the Albaz and the Lubellion. Into Mirror Jade, may as well make use of the EMZ there. Then we'll Lubellion, summon, send, and then use Lubellion to get the Lost. So there are considerations where we can summon the kit here, if we really want the extra card, but I don't think it's really worth it in this hand. So what I would probably go is, so we have a few kind of ish options. We could go to the end phase. So obviously we've got the Albion here. What I would probably do is use the Mirror Jade as well, just to banish the Lubellion with the Titaniclad, so we get the Titaniclad here. Then go Titaniclad effect, summoning the Quem. Quem effect would probably dump the Albaz, or if we had Albaz access already, we could dump a Cartesia because we don't have that, but that's our hand isn't too juicy here. So yeah, send that, and then Albion will probably get the branded in red, just so we do have a play on turn. This hand ain't great.
No, it wasn't, it's just standard.
I mean, if we get some juicier ones, we can cut that one, because that one was. I don't think I played that well. I don't even think we can play that too well.
The only thing I think I would have done differently, I think I would have. Yeah, I think I would have gone.
There we go. Get the first hand here. Warrior.
Loves open.
Albaz. Fusion Deployment. Albaz. Goshawk. Okay.
So with hands like this, although they're not as juicy, it's still good to
Oh, it's
see
still
what
really
you
good,
can
yeah,
do
'cause you got-
with these hands as well.
Yeah, so because you got so what you're looking at is kind of playing around the most hand traps possible. This allows us to play through the input, which is always nice. You've got a lot of Albaz access, so I'd start off with the Goshawk. Obviously, we don't have a good normal summon here, so getting the Tragedy. And then use the Tragedy effect. Going for the Uber. And then, yeah, the fusion deployment, revealing the Grand Guignol to get a Cartesia. And obviously, this is just so strong, like just having these two here. And then normally use the effect. So we do have an option here, which I always like to do if I have it, to go for the high spirits. Just because we have the dragon in hand, it's good to get the Albaz and Grave, and we have a few cards that we can play with in our hand, you know, with the Macoria and such. So yeah, I would go for it in this one too. I would go high spirits, so reveal the Albaz, send the Titaniclad to give us the Quem access, the end phase, discard the Albaz, and get the Spriggan's kit. And then since we have the Titaniclad, we can now special summon the kit and use the effects to grab our Brand Infusion. And then probably put back an Albaz, as we've already got the access for it. There is a shout to go for the Macoria as well. For the sake of it, just because I think it ends on a better end, but we'll go for the Albaz. Keep the Albaz. Yeah, so we'll go for the Brand Infusion. Going for the Albaz. Lubellion into the Albion, and then we'll use the effect of having to fuse. We'll probably banish a guy on our board just because we want to clear some room. Go for the kit and Albaz. There is also a play where we want to keep the kit as well, though, if we want to potentially bring back a kit off of a Quem or the Sanctifier if we want to recycle brown and red, which is better in matchups against, you know, like the trap decks or whatever, but we'll banish this for a second this time. Then, yeah, Lubellion effects, so we'll fuse, put back the Albaz here, and recycle our Lubellion. For the Mirror Jade, send the Albion, get the Lubellion. For our lost access, which is all important. Okay, yeah, get the lost. Then we'll use our Cartesia to fuse. We'll go for our Luber and Cartesia because we want to put that Grave. No. Right, so if we. So then we could go Grand Guignol 1, lost 2. So grabbing. So, I mean, either way, we're going to send the Gimmick Puppet here anyways, because like I said, we got the lock here off of the Grand Guignol. So, and our lost, so earlier on I said we could either put up the Albaz or the Macoria. It was probably actually better to discard the Macoria, actually. So we'll put that there, just put it in Grave because we played 2 anyways. And then there is a play where we can actually grab the Albaz here off the lost. So obviously you can get Macoria as well if you want to play around like a Bestial or whatnot. But I'll show you why Albaz is kind of good here to add anyways. So we'd go to the end phase, we would resolve the Albion, so always resolve the most important one first. In case, you know, the first action, well, they might want to respond to a Bestial or whatever, but you get that first action in the end phase. So we'll set the red we would use the effect of Quem to summon. And then yeah, Quem would probably tell me we've already got Cartesia access, we've already got Albaz Engrave. So yeah, we're pretty much probably set our retribution in that case if we've got everything we need. Yeah, so and then as I said in this line we got on their turn we've got the red. We probably don't add back Cartesia because we want it on their turn. But yeah, so as I was saying, so the reason we added the Albaz here, so say if it's their turn, I go branded in red, target, let's say, I know target the Albaz, and they chain call by, Despia or whatever. So that resolves that. So if I added a Macoria or whatever, then they have call by or whatever, we can't push through that. But if they have that and they summon a monster, or we could in their main phase go Mirror Jade effects, just sending something. It doesn't particularly matter. Send the Albion, for instance. We could then trigger our Quem on a new chain to bring back the Cartesia. Then on a new chain, we could go Cartesia chaining 1 to fuse. So we put the Albaz back at Cartesia into the grave, into the Sanctifier. So again, we're playing around the call by there because chaining 1, we can go Lost and then respond with Sanctifier to go give it Puppet, for instance, and give us an Aluga. So obviously we've got the 2 ways to make the Sanctifier there, which is really good when you can afford to do that. So yeah, that's a pretty good hand there. Playing through multiple lines of interaction. So that was a good hand.
Yeah, to be fair.
I need to explain it. Right, here another test hand. So we got opening, droplet, Cartesia, High Spirits, and Frost. That's a pretty well balanced hand there, actually. So, I mean, going first, we have these, which obviously are all really quite good here. Helps us play for Ash with the Frost, and then the Cartesia help us play around Imperm, so that's perfect for our balance. So this hand, I would probably start with the normal Cartesia, just because we have no way of special summoning it here. And drop the opening, pitch in the High Spirits, because we can't really add anything here, to summon the Aluba. Then we'll trigger the Aluba to search for a branded fusion. And so that would, we would protect from Imperm and Ash here, so that's pretty safe there. And we'd drop the branded fusion, and say if we get Ash, we've got the Frost to search the fusion location to kind of play on their turn if not. But say it resolves for the sake of it, we'll go for the Albaz. And let's say if we've got the dark access to banish, we're usually always going for the Albion here because it just generates the most advantage. And then go for the Albion effect, banishing the Albaz and the Aluba for the Lubellion. The discard wise, if we've gotten this far, we're probably going to go up, but also if we're going to go full combat, we don't really need the droplet. So it's difficult because, as I said, the only hand trap at this point that I would be scared of is potentially Nibiru, but Nibiru isn't that impactful as you might think. But let's say discard the droplet for the sake of it. But there is potential to hold that. But put that now as Lubellion. Into the Mirror Jade. Oh. Yeah, you can cut that.
I might leave it in just for the bit. Even the next chair makes mistakes. That's just along there, right?
Send the Albion there for the Lubellion. Then go for the Lubellion effect to get the Lost. And then it would just be the Cartesia Fuse. Into these two, into the Grand Guignol. Then go Grand Guignol 1, Lost 2. Can't do too many cute things. Well, I'll say that. we can. So I think there's multiple words we can go for the lost here. So we've normaled the Cartesia anyways, but we can potentially go, because we need to put an Albaz in the grave. So there's potential to grab the Albion if we want to do that way. There's also potential to grab Mercuria to help protect our puppet play. But I think for a sec we would probably, send in the Gimmick Puppet anyways off of the Grand Wignall. That's there. I'm trying to beat this here. Because we can always use Mirror Jade to get our Quem effect if we're going for the puppet lock that way. But I think in terms of going blind, it's probably safest for us to grab the Albion, just because it sets up, puts Albaz in grave, gets us a draw and whatnot. So yeah, we'll do that. Go for the Albion, dump in the Albaz. So that will prime for bottom to draw one. Saranir. It's probably a bit too late to do anything too cute with that. Yeah, okay. So, but I mean, it's a good defensive card as well, Saranir, so it's not too bad. It's a nice discard as well. Okay, so yeah, we would go to the end phase here. So we can resolve the Albion. Oh, actually, I've just seen a pretty cute play actually of picking up that Saranir. Oh, that changes a lot actually. But yeah, we can grab the Albion. Actually, no, it doesn't change a lot. Right, ignore me. But we can go about the High Spirits. I was thinking we can use one effect, unfortunately. But yes, we've got the red there. We probably also go Cartesia to add back. Do we in this hand? Because just to give us a light spellcaster for our Sanctifier. But yeah, that's those. So we have a weaker puppet line here. So we have the red on their turn to go for these two. But give ourselves the Albion, give them the Nightmare. And so it doesn't do too much, but also if it resolves it, it's pretty good there. So not as strong as some of the other hands, but it gets there. It gets there. We still have the Mirror Jade too. So that's that one.
And obviously Dash Dragon will summon Quem as well.
What's that, sorry? Oh yeah, great. Right, okay.
If I had one starter as well, his hand couldn't stop the puppet. I was fucking pissed, man. I was pissed.
Right. First, talents, warrior, deployment, red. Okay. I think this is one of those hands where I actually want to be hand trapped. Just because of having the talents and the thrust there. Right, what would I do with this hand? I mean, there isn't too much we can do with it, I say. I would want to be hand trapped. So, deployment, probably for the Grand Wignall. Reveal the Grand Wignall to get the Cartesia. Cartesia's a fuse, go for these two. Into the Grand Wignall just to get our engine going. And so hoping we get hand trapped to this point, which isn't in perm, and then we'd be kind of laughing. But yeah, that would just send like an Albion. Oh, there's potential actually to get. Yeah, actually, I'd probably send. Because if I hadn't been hand trapped to this point, I'd probably send the Titaniclad. Just get that Quem rotation to send the Albaz, which can set up a lot on their turn. So, yeah, so in the same, we go to the end phase, we resolve the Titaniclad to get the Quem, trigger the Quem, just to get Albaz in rotation. I don't think it's worth having that Cartesia, but as I say, when on their turn we have quite a few points of interaction, we can go Grand Wignall to tag out, We've got the Quem to reborn, so we can bring back like Albaz or Cartesia on their turn to help us do more stuff. And we also have the Branded and Reds, which we can make a Mirror Jade with these two, or fuse more on their turn. But so that's kind of a weak hand, anyways. But yeah, I say one of those which shows that you can push through a lot, anyways, with the thrust and talents. And I say in the hand, I want them to hand trap me. So. That was
a rough hand, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a rough hand, yeah, that's it.
One, guys, because Rob's had a long day at work, so it's only fair.
Right, it's a good one. Right. Gonsark, Courier, Lost, Thrust, Lula. Okay. Again, it's a interesting one. You'd like to see like maybe a lore with the Macoria, but it's still quite strong. I'm trying to think what we can do with this, because as I say, we've already got the Aluba, so going Gold Sark for Tragedy isn't going to do anything really. So we're looking at Gold Sark for Macoria to get Monster Miniatures Albaz, but again, we can't really get Albaz and Grave, so Cartesia is a little bit rocky here. Yeah, okay. Interesting, okay. I think with this, I say we would do the Gold Sark still. I say if Droll becomes more apparent in the format, we probably would want to prioritise this, but for now, Droll isn't really in the format, so I'm not going to respect it. So yeah, banish the Macoria out, and then using the Macoria effects to, as I say, kind of with those processes, we can't really get Cartesia here because we can't really get it on the board. So I would actually consider getting the Albion here, just to have a dragon, which we can get rid of for our high spirits. Yeah, okay. So we can go normal Uber, use the effect. As I say, Impum really hurts here. It's probably the only thing that stops us. But if we get, Veiled or whatever, we can thrust for fusion duplication and Albion sending Brand Infusion, etc. So yeah, there are a few things which we can do there. But yeah, say this resolves for the sake of it anyways. You can Luba grab the Brand in High Spirits. So there's quite a cute play which you can do here to get Albaz aggressive. So you can go activate Albion, paying the cost, say dumping, if you want to get an Albaz engraved, which he's treated as, but you also want to dump something else, and you don't care particularly about the draw, you can just always consider activating this and then chaining the High Spirits to discard, which is always quite a kind of a cute play to get you the Foolish, but also he stays there for next turn for the follow-up. But yeah, let's say for the sake of we'll dump, because we are in this hand, we actually probably would want the draw, so let's send the Albaz for the sake of it. But I'd say that's a potential play line which you can do. And chain the High Spirits, actually, because we want to do that. And to send the Titaniclad and grab the Spriggan's Kit, because we need to get the Brand Fusion. Right, and then so we can activate the Spriggan's Kit. And so we summon, grab the Branded Fusion. I'd probably put back the Lost in this hand, just because if they had Impel or Veiler, they probably would have done our Aluva, so we're pretty safe there, and we can get this for free later. Drop Fusion, go for the Albaz and the Lubellion again. Then we'll go Effective Albion, go for Albaz, and again probably the Aluba on board just to clear some space. When I say Aluba Kit, as that explains, you can kind of go either or, but let's go for Aluba this time. For Lubellion, then go Lubellion Effect, probably ditch the Thrust and say if we've been hand trapped it would have been at this point, very likely unless Nibiru, so which Makori will protect us from anyways. So put back the Albaz, put back the Rebellion. For Mirror Jade, then we'll send, summon, and get the Lost, which we put back earlier. Then yeah, we could now go to the end phase, resolve the Titan Cloud to get the Quem, trigger the Quem, probably to send the Cartesia so we get the access for it. Then use the Albion to get the Branded Inbred. So we have access to Fuse on their turn. So then we fast forward to their turn, so we have quite a few points of interaction here. So what we would probably, if we're looking to puppet, we would want to use the Mirror Jade on their turn, or if they use their extra deck, just to then trigger the Quem. So if we're looking at doing it that way, so to bring out the Cartesia. Oh, no, that's still there. Then use Cartesia to fuse. So if we haven't used, so probably go for Cartesia and Spriggan's Kit. Into the Grand Guignol. Then use this effect to dump our puppet. Then with this, then we could go Branded in Red. We have the Makori to protect here, which is quite nice. So say bring back the Albaz. And so we have a choice to banish. I quite like keeping the Quem, so I will keep it in this instance, just for like next turn or whatever. Bring back Sanctifier. Okay, I probably should have mentioned as well, if I already had used Mirror Jade on their turn to trigger the Quem, it's always worth fusing it off of the Cartesia as well, just because, say in this instance, we put back the kit here, and we could always use the Sanctifier to bring back the Mirror Jade, which is always a consideration to have, but as I say in this instance, we didn't anyways. This is Engrave. We would then go Lost effects, as probably search follow up, as we've already got the Macoria, and then chain the Sanctifier, and we could bring back probably Kit in this instance, obviously give them the Gimmick Puppet, and then as I mentioned, to just grab some follow up probably, and then something to always remember with Kit as well, so we could grab Branded Fusion for the follow up. But also Albion could send our Retribution for it. We can also grab back the Branded Red off the Spriggan's Kit in grey, which is always something really good. And against like a lot of trap decks and whatever, this is good as your chaining one on your turn, because it forces them to respond with pretty much everything, because you can threaten a Garden Chimera as your first action on the loss, which is always something really scary and good to do to kind of help seal those games. But yeah, that's pretty much that hand really.
Cool. Thanks for coming to my house, Rob, and doing that for everyone.
My pleasure.
Yeah, we're gonna go to locals now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
So you see, that's where the trouble began. That smile. That damn smile.